Woo, woo, woo. Hey, you guys, I'm Ramelle.
And this is Leslie.
And today we are going to bring you something a tad bit different.
A little different.
A little featured episode. You know, sometimes you got to shake things up. You got to keep the people guessing.
Yes.
So we can't do the same thing. So we know we've talked about Chili's in the past and how much it means to us.
Yes.
And to all of America, to all of pop culture, how much it's given us.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of life changes and great things happen at Chili's and learned a lot of things from Chili's.
I learned a lot.
And so we wanted to just talk about Chili's.
Let's just talk about Chili's.
Right? So, Leslie, tell us give us a quick rundown of like where you started your Chili's journey.
So I started Chili's. It wasn't like my first job, but it was like my first job that I had for a while. And I started in Norman, Oklahoma when I was at OU. And I really wanted to be a server, but they didn't have any server positions. So they hired me on as to-go. But then I love to-go. And at this point, to-go...
Leslie is the to-go queen.
I was a very good to-go girl. But this was back in the day when my Chili's had a smoking section.
Ooh.
And the to-go was in the smoking section.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so that was in 2001. And Norman, yeah. So I was there for a year, and then I came back home to Dallas, and I was at Chili's in Greenville, where we met.
Right.
And I did to-go the whole time. I never not did to-go.
Right, yeah. You were always a to-go person.
And then, when Chili's Greenville, the original, shut down, I went to Knox for a year, and then an unfortunate event happened with the quesadilla explosion salad. And that was the end of my Chili's
was the end of the Chili's.
What about you? Like, it was 7 years. It was almost 7 years to the day.
Wow.
That I worked at Chili's.
I'm sorry,
all to go. It's all good.
It's okay.
I got you.
Right, yeah.
I got a lot of great
Yeah, we learned. We have great, yes.
What was your Chili's journey like?
So there's a lot of things going on out here. Sorry if y'all hear stuff. What is it? The garbage?
Yes, they are great. Doing a tree and a wood chipper.
Okay. So, of course. Well, excuse us. Sorry, life happens.
Yep, we're in a car.
Right. Well, okay.
Sorry about you.
Yeah. Okay. So I started mine. I went to Midwestern State University. Shout out Wichita Falls, and I was a server there. Had some great times, great memories. No lots to remember. Fun college, Wichita Falls, and then I got a degree that I never used. Transferred to Chili's.
What degree did you get?
No, I don't want to talk about my degree that I never used. I got a degree in theater arts because I wanted to act, but I didn't really want to theater act.
Right.
And I don't think I understood. I should have got my degree in communications. Okay. That was more I wanted to host and make people laugh. And,
that is more your jam.
Yeah. I did not want to be out damn spot. I don't. That's
not you.
Yeah, maybe one day, maybe when after I've done my comedies and then I want to do my breakout role, that one serious role. Yeah, maybe that after, but not generally.
You don't want to jump off.
Yeah, I'm not a theater person, but anyway, I got my degree in theater. So anyway, I moved and I transferred to Chili's Greenville because I looked it up and saw it was Chili's #1, and I was like, yeah,
I'm #1.
Yeah, and then it was on Greenville Avenue, and if you're from Dallas area, Greenville Avenue.
It's popping.
It's popping. So I was like, I'm about to make all the money at Chili's on Greenville,
and we did.
Yes,
we good money at Chili's,
but. Although in my head it was going to be this huge, humongous, live poppin', more. What is that? What would that
Lower
be? South,
Greenville.
Lower Greenville, yeah. And it was kind of upper, more. I guess not too far up towards 635, but kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was upper.
For reference,
yes.
Greenville is a very long street.
Yes,
that goes through Dallas.
It's in between 635 and it goes to 30.
No, Greenville goes all the way.
It sure
does.
It
goes all the way
it
to
sure
Sherman,
does.
Denison.
I forgot.
It is a long ass street.
You right.
And it dead ends at Ross, and then Ross goes into downtown Dallas. So that's your little Dallas. That's your real estate roundup for the day.
Hey.
Follow Ramelle the realtor.
Yes. If you'd like a home on the M streets, let me know.
On Greenville Avenue.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a more there's Presbyterian Hospital.
Right. Yeah. That was our, yes.
That was really good for me
for to go. Because all the nurses just come up in there and order.
I would make so much money before like 10 o'clock, 10:30.
You sure? And then you'd be done.
Yeah.
And we'd be over there like, you cut already?
2 o'clock, I'm going home to take a nap. And then I go back I loved my schedule. I worked Monday through Friday, lunch to go. I had help on Thursday and Friday. And then I would work like 3 nights a week. And my night shifts were like 5 to 9.
Yeah.
5 to 10.
Yeah.
And then inevitably we'd go to the bar and go to sopapillas.
Yes.
Enchiladas.
And just, oof.
Ben's Half Yard House.
Yes, girl.
Shuck and jive.
Shucking all up and down Greenville Avenue.
So, yeah.
Yes, girl. So, yeah, and then...
That was a fun Chili's.
It was.
That was the only 2-story Chili's.
It was, yeah. That was fun. We had met a lot of good people there. Then I went to Knox when that shut down.
Yeah.
Knox is more like uptown. Uptown Dallas. A little bit more bougie Dallas.
A little bougier.
And then after that, I went to Wiley. And that's like... pretty much, like, if you're thinking we were in Dallas this whole time, Wiley's like, you're going to the boonies. That's the suburbs. That was the suburbs.
Yeah.
And then after Wiley, I quit for a while and then came back. And then I ended my career at Ennis, which I have, as a manager, I was a manager at that point, Chili's Ennis was my favorite Chili's. I loved it. I love Greenville Avenue Chili's. That was fun because we had a lot of memories and that was like a different time. But
yeah, we were like on the other side of the aisle.
But Ennis, like being a manager and like the wait staff and the people, it was a fun team. The people were cool that came in. Ennis, I love Ennis, Texas. If you are looking to, I love that little town. I always tell Jesse like, oh man, we should move. It's so cute. It's small town feel.
It's a little bit closer to downtown.
It's a little bit closer. It's off of 45, like one to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just like so diverse. Like we would play, like I would play my playlist over the speaker in the kitchen, and I literally had a playlist that it's called All Texas, and it was like all Beyonce and George Strait. But like the great thing was that everyone knew every song.
That's awesome.
So it's just like country city is what Ennis is.
The kitchen would always listen to like their like little Mexican songs.
Yes.
I would know all those songs after years and years of listening to it.
And then like, oh, it's closing time. The Mexican music's gone. It's closing time. Close it up. Clean it up.
Business.
Right? It's been a rough day. We got through it though.
But like, I feel like you did feel like you got through something at the end of a shift.
It's all trauma bonding at the end.
It is.
Right?
It is. That's a whole thing. I think that people who work at Chili's, like getting through a rush is a rush.
Right? It is.
And then you're helping, you got your pepper pals.
Yes.
And you're always your pepper pals. And you're sometimes cussing out some of your pepper pals.
One of my favorite things to say after a rush is, I'm sorry for what I said at you during the rush, or what I yelled at you during the rush.
Yes.
That's all of that is, I'm sorry.
I feel like I was a different whole person.
Yeah, Leslie was a little bit crazy. She's calm now.
At people.
But yeah.
Like if you're familiar with the movie Waiting, I was that girl that yelled and yelled and yelled in the back, and then turned my frown upside down the second I went around.
You would be so mad. And then like when it comes, because like
the phone.
Yes, now like they have a better like online system and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would get orders on the phone, in person,
and you would get so mad.
People would just write orders down and then give them to me, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Can you please put it in yourself?
Right.
That was a stressful time.
That was funny. I remember there was a few times where the main time like, Leslie, you cannot be yelling.
That was part of training. They'd be like, Leslie's going to yell at you in the pass out, and raise your hand if you've been yelled at. And everyone, including the managers, would raise their hands.
That's hilarious.
But I did usually, like, I was always under the impression, like, you don't take anything personally during a rush.
Right.
And I was always I do like $1,000 by myself on a Friday.
Right.
The whole other like part of the restaurant would do $1,000, and I'm doing to go $1,000 by myself.
Right.
I'm gonna be a little stressed. But that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
Yes. And then remember we'd so one of the great things about Chili's, we think, is definitely the training.
Oh yeah, we had really good.
Because I remember I went to I don't want to like put anybody on blast or whatever, but I went to a different company after, but it was food service still. And like, I was so like shocked in the training. Like, this is it? Like, y'all are just throwing me in here? Like, I think I've always been shocked at everyone's training after, because Chili's training is
so good.
Yes, like,
I agree.
There's like books and workbooks, and you got to get this test right.
Yes,
and you got to
they kind of made it fun too.
Right, yeah.
Like, yeah, I agree that I definitely was spoiled from Chili's training.
And like, you know exactly, like, like as a server, there's 5 days, and you got to know this, like, exactly. And like, it just surprised me. Remember, they would have like whole, like, by the time like I was a man, they would have whole entire like training, like, boxes, like, here's our training box here, and this is day 1 and day 2, like binders. It was intense.
But you wanted to do a good job.
You're like, and as a man, can you imagine as being trained as a Chili's manager?
I was trained. I was a certified trainer in Oklahoma and in Texas when I was at Chili's.
I mean, that's like, you had to like know
really
your
proud
stuff.
Of myself for that too. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had training in a job as good as Chili's.
Right.
No. It was really good. You understood. You knew why you were doing something.
Right.
Everyone was doing it too, and like. So I read this article in GQ, and it was really interesting.
That's the one you sent me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was really interesting because this guy, he's a reporter, and he's writing this story. He goes to a grand opening of a new Chili's, and there's like these super trainers, and he's talking about the super trainers and how long they've been with the restaurant. Like, one of them 28 years, but I remember people at Chili's, like, they would work there for long amounts of time. Like, that was the longest job I've ever had. Yeah. I was there for 7 years in my young 20s, and I usually had like 2 or 3 jobs.
Right.
Then, but I always loved Chili's.
Right. Girl, being a bartender at Chili's
in your 20s?
Or being like Monday through Friday, it was always the older person.
Oh, yeah.
Monday through Friday day bar. Yeah. That day Martha, yes. And they had been working there forever.
Yes.
And people would be like, kind of like, oh, you're a bartender. But if you're that position right there, you have benefits. You working Monday through Friday.
Chili's had the really good benefits too. And remember, you could donate $1.
Yes.
I donated $1 out of every paycheck for 8 years or 7 years.
Right.
And like, I was proud to do that.
Right.
Because Chili's.
It was for St. Jude's, right?
No, this
was it for?
It was like a Pepper Pal program, and you could donate it out of your paycheck.
Right.
And if any Pepper Pal was in trouble, they would use those funds to help out.
That's
and like, I feel like we had a busser that passed away, and they used those funds to help him get back to Mexico.
Right.
So and then, but St. Jude's also, we raised I would raise hundreds of dollars in like a month.
Yeah.
For St. Jude's, and you just felt really proud of yourself.
Yeah, St. Jude's is like, remember when we'd get how personal you took when like someone would be like, no, I don't want to donate. We'd be like, oh, the babies look like monkeys. We would be so pissed.
Like, that's a bold move. I would donate if I would do it. Color this pepper,
right? God damn it! If you don't give this $1,
and it was like, it's $1,
right?
But you did feel. I asked everybody. I don't care.
Yeah.
Remember, I got a whole weird boyfriend asking him to color. Remember,
you got a whole weird boyfriend,
crazy army ex-boyfriend. Remember, he drew a really impressive mural on his pepper for St.
Is that how he seduced you?
It is.
Oh Lord, not with the pepper.
Yeah.
I wonder how he's doing. I hope he's okay.
I don't wonder how he's doing. No.
Just like, I just wonder. But you know what? I could have passed him 20 times. I don't know what he looked like. I don't know what that man.
I don't remember.
I do not remember.
Barely remember
his face.
I'm like, but he got me with that pepper.
Oh, look at him. He's so sweet.
But Chili's, like, how many? You had both of your big relationships have been from Chili's.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I was with a guy for 10 years that was from Chili's.
Right. Yep.
It was
meant a lot of, and I still do, like, my team lead. I couldn't remember what I was like. What's the word I'm looking for? So I was like, my team lead right now is Bill Muma. I'm on the Muma Realty team. We met at Chili's in Wiley.
But he was
15 years ago.
He worked there with you, or
he worked there with me. He was a manager as well. And we were like,
so
yeah, we were, I don't know why, we were instantly friends. Like, we were like, let's be friends. And then
But I feel like if you are, that is kind of like how it is, though. If somebody's been at Chili's for a long time and you mesh, you kind of are immediately friends.
For sure.
Because you kind of do have to have like a sort of like mentality to be there at Chili's for a long time. Like even on their website, so I looked it up, what a chili head is. And it says, chili heads genuinely support each other and are passionate about creating meaningful connections and memories.
True.
And I do think that that's true. And like they're kind of corny and optimistic, but like it's fun.
Yeah, I'm a little corny and optimistic, so it's okay.
But yeah, but there weren't like a whole bunch of like real dark people. That,
right.
Like,
yeah, you can't be like
go work at Hot Topic.
Yes. We don't do that here.
Leave Chili's to us.
Girl, remember, oh my God. And I think about him all the time because I don't think I appreciated him because I was in my 20s and thought I was like,
I know who exactly you're about to say.
But Jim Gouch, he, like, I remember thinking like, oh my God, he's so corny. Like,
he is.
But like, what a chili head he was.
He was the biggest chili head.
He was the biggest.
If you asked him how he was doing, if I were any better, I'd be twins.
He was like, living the dream.
Living the dream.
And he would just be happy and wanting you to.
Dream
yes.
Work.
He's just like, I want this ship to run like a well-oiled machine. And you'd be like.
And you're like, I want to do that for you.
Yes. He was so sweet and he was so nice.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and I feel like he was like genuinely concerned about me, like, Ramelle, I want you to do well. Because I remember doing some things that should have gotten me fired.
Oh, yeah.
But he was like, oh, Ramelle, we'll just.
You're young.
Yes. And like.
They were really good at being like, you're 20-something.
Right.
You're going to make mistakes.
Right.
I did have a Chili's manager. He really did change my life in a big way, Ron. Yeah, he changed my life in a big way. I was going through some stuff and I was really honest with him.
Right.
And he was like, gave me advice and I took it and like it really did. Things could have gone a big different way. Right. Yeah. Well, a lot of lasting relationships.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
And we had a ghost at Chili's in Greenville. Do you remember that?
Yes. But I didn't really ever experience it.
Oh, I did.
Oh, Lord.
You'd see him like out of the corner of your eye.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
One time I was in the office and there was like this like a plastic like file thing and there was a lip on the top of where it was at and it fell off for no reason. But that Chili's had been there for a real long time.
Yeah, it had.
I actually went there last week. It's a 7-Eleven.
Oh, yeah. I know. I've been by.
Yeah.
Can we tell you that the night that Chili's Greenville closed was one of the most fun. That was such a magical, fun night.
It was.
It was so fun. We just came in there to eat. Because I didn't work.
Somebody was working that.
Chris Fields was working.
That's right. Oh,
he was the bartender. I know. I think about him. Me and Jesse talk about him. We're like, how? Because I've tried to look him up too. I need to look him up again. I think his name is just like Chris Fields. Like,
right.
And I'm like, who am I?
There's so many of them.
Right. So I need to look it up again. Chris Fields. If you're listening to woo woo woo.
Woo woo woo.
If someone knows Chris Fields that used to work at
Chili's on
Chili. I hope his daughter is okay. I think about her too.
She's probably like 30 years old now.
Girl, she's out here. She's a real estate agent and closed on $2.5 million deals.
I'm sure she is.
Something. She's grown as hell. So yeah, I think about him all the time. But he was the bartender.
Yes.
And we were just like, of course,
remember
drinking.
We planned it. We were like, Ramelle, we've always wanted to do a slow clap.
Liz and I, like, that's our goal. Like, we could do a slow clap. If we could start a slow clap. That's like, that's it. That's great.
Every booth was full.
Yeah,
all
it
the
was
chairs.
so
People
busy.
were standing up. It was like all of our regulars.
Yes.
A bunch of the servers and past people. It was so
fun.
And then we did it.
Yes, we started the best slow clap. And by the end, everyone was
the
like...
The whole restaurant was like roaring.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It was great time.
So fun.
We were like, we did it!
Check.
Yes. Like, I haven't even tried to like start one again because it'll never compare. I'm like, I don't know. Unless I'm like at the Olympics or something.
Right, or like you're on the Jumbotron at a game.
Right. It's got to be like, because nothing will ever top that one.
No, that was so great.
And then, okay, another fun Leslie Ramelle Chili's memory. This is one that we still use. Because, you know, obviously, Leslie went to OU. And so Texas OU is like a big thing for her. And then, like, back then we knew Texas. That's a big weekend, so we'd
That's
work
a
on
huge
it. Yeah.
weekend.
So we'd like, hell yeah, let's work because the bar will be busy.
Mm-hmm.
And
We're
like
gonna make
one
that
day,
money.
yeah, like one day we were there and like
that's my birthday weekend too.
yes, that's what you love all
Remember,
Texas.
yes.
Yes.
OU, Texas.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. And I'm sorry. But we were working. It was busy, and Leslie was like, "Come outside with me and take a break." I was like, "Okay." And Leslie went out to smoke. That's what she used to do. She doesn't do it anymore.
No.
Disclaimer. And then, but I was like, "Okay." And then we were listening to these drunk people outside talk, and this girl was she on the phone?
No, she was with her
She was
friend.
talking. Yeah, she was with her friends, and she was like, they were fighting or something.
I think that some guy had like maybe she was talking to her friend who was upset about some guy.
Right.
Because she said,
Tonight is not the night.
Tonight is about Texas.
And me and Leslie were like trying not to laugh like in their face. But I was
sure
like,
I had all OU stuff on.
And we're like, and we were like we should have done a slow clap. Like, damn right, girl. Tonight, and we still say to this day, tonight is not the night to discuss this. We should discuss this. Tonight is about Texas. I wanted to be like, right on, sister.
Mm-hmm.
It is about Texas. It's always about Texas.
Always.
I wonder where she is. And I hope that she's still getting her friends in check.
I hope so.
I hope she's still bringing them together. Y'all stop bullshitting. We having a good time.
Ain't got time for this. So game to win tomorrow.
Let's go.
Oh man.
Oh.
I just think Chili's is awesome.
It is. It's the one place you like. If you can't decide on anything, or if you just want to go like where there's no question that people are like, okay,
you just need something familiar.
Yes.
Like you're
want to go to Chili's?
tired.
Okay, yes, that's
you're not
great.
trying to Yelp stuff.
Right.
You just are like, let's just go get a president.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
It's delicious.
It is. It's fun.
I think that one of the things it says it's consistent, and Chili's is very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You always know what you're going to get. But yeah, Chili's, you're always going to have a good time at Chili's.
Love it.
Always.
Yep. I think that's good. I think we wrapped it up. I think we've given Chili's enough love, and they are not a paid sponsor, by the way.
Not yet, anyways.
Yes. Right.
But we can corroborate all of these stories
For sure.
because we do have a picture of us at home office. Remember?
Yes, we sure do.
And even my dog Cosmo is in the picture.
Yes, it's at the Brinker, because Brinker is
Are they still the parent company of Chili's?
I think so, but they're not like what it used to be.
No.
Girl, I don't know who's part of Brinker anymore.
They were
Don't give me
growing
a
real.
Yeah, don't give me
big
the
over
lion,
there.
because I don't know who's under the Brinker umbrella.
Yeah.
But it's in downtown, or not downtown, in Dallas, North Dallas. But yeah,
That's why we love Chili's.
we do. Shout out to
If you do want to sponsor us, you know what to do. Chili's.
for real.
There was Chili's is fast though. Oh, let me tell you this. So up the street here, they had this store, and it was just Chili's to go.
Oh
And
yeah, I remember when they had those.
So it was just the kitchen and a counter,
Mhm.
and we ordered twice from there because it was close. The parking was great. You didn't have to mess with like all this stuff. It was only open for 2 months.
Oh
Like it was 2 months,
I remember
and the
you
whole
told me
thing
that.
just went away. Like it never even existed. So, Brinker, if you're also listening, that was amazing. I don't know what happened.
no! What the hell
I liked
happened?
I liked it.
Right.
So yeah, that was our Chili's episode.
Chili's baby back ribs.
So
That's all. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we'll holler at you later. I ain't got nothing else to say.
that's it. Thanks for coming to our little shorty episode.
Yes.
Make sure you follow us everywhere you
Mhm.
can. We're on Instagram,
Mhm.
Facebook, TikTok. We just started a new Twitter.
Yes.
Our link is in bio to our Spotify playlist and to everywhere you can listen to our podcast.
Right. And follow me, Ramelle the Realtor, everywhere as well. And if you need someone that will help you sell or buy your house, holla at me.
I'll let you, girl. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Woo, woo,
Woo, woo.